Sunlight traveling from the vacuum of space first encounters our world at the very edge of the atmosphere. To understand why the sky appears blue, we have to track these rays as they enter that thin layer of air. This environment is crowded with gas molecules, mostly oxygen and nitrogen, that are significantly smaller than the wavelengths of the visible light passing through them. When light hits these molecules, it triggers Rayleigh scattering. Longer wavelengths, like reds and yellows, pass through mostly undisturbed, but shorter wavelengths collide with the gas and ricochet in every direction. Because blue light travels in these shorter waves, it is scattered across the entire sky. This diffuse light reaches our eyes from every angle, providing the standard scientific explanation for the blue canopy above us. While that explains the presence of blue, a closer look at the full visible spectrum reveals a gap in that logic. Looking at a spectrum chart, we can see that blue isn't actually the shortest wavelength. On the far left, violet light has even shorter, tighter waves. According to the strict mathematics of Rayleigh scattering, the shorter the wavelength, the more intensely it scatters. This means that violet light should scatter far more aggressively than blue light ever could. If the physics of scattering were the only factor, the sky would appear radiant violet. The fact that it doesn't suggests the textbook explanation of atmospheric scattering is incomplete. Resolving this starts at the very top of the atmosphere, where the sun's rays make their first contact with Earth. The upper atmosphere serves as a physical filter. It absorbs a portion of those absolute shortest violet wavelengths before they can ever reach the lower altitudes where we would see them. Even with this absorption, a massive amount of violet light still survives and scatters lower down. There is still more than enough violet light present in the air that our eyes should see a purple tint. Understanding the final color requires shifting our focus from the physics of the sky to the biological mechanics of the human eye. Our retinas rely on 3 specific types of cone photoreceptors to process color, each sensitive to different parts of the spectrum. These receptors cannot isolate single wavelengths. Instead, they process the mixture of scattered light, violets, blues, and greens, all at once. When this combination hits our visual system, it triggers the identical neurological response as a mixture of pure white and monochromatic blue. This creates the sensation of an unsaturated blue. What we see is the result of our brains decoding a messy spectrum of light into a single simplified color. This interplay between scattering and biology is most consistent during the majority of the day, when the sun is positioned high overhead. As the sun drops toward the horizon at sunset, the path light must travel through the air increases. This longer journey changes which atmospheric effects dominate what we see. This distance activates a different atmospheric variable, the ozone layer. Over this long light path, ozone's chapeau bands absorb specific wavelengths. This filtration becomes more significant as the sun drops, overtaking scattering's influence. By twilight, ozone accounts for roughly 2/3 of the overhead blue light, reducing Rayleigh scattering to the remaining third. The color of the sky is the result of a changing relationship between atmospheric gases, the position of the sun, and the biology of human sight. Our blue sky is a specific, temporary balance of all 3.